Good morning. Welcome to our Team Core Power team call. Today is March 19th, and I'm excited today. We're going to talk about the invitation process and helping to get people invited to your challenge groups. So I am excited to present this topic because I think it's really the foundation, right? And I think if you feel comfortable with the invitation process or connecting with people and how to do that best and have the tools and know where to go to get those in our team, that this will become a lot more natural for you and you'll gain confidence in inviting and moving people forward too. So with that, I'm going to screen share here so that you guys can see my slides. Okay. Let me see if I can put these in presentation mode here. All right, great. So connecting with success. And in our team page, you will find, I just uploaded a revamped document of inviting and promoting challenge groups. So go into that. Everything that we're going to cover today is in that document as well. I've just kind of broken it down into a PowerPoint presentation here, but I want you guys to use that. It goes through the steps of the 5-step invitation process. It also will help you to have specific scripts that you can use. You can cut and paste those and use them word for word, or just make slight adjustments to that to really help you to have the right things in place. And this is something that you can now take and you can duplicate for your coaches and for your teams to help them learn and know how to invite people to their challenge groups and to continue that process forward. So when we look at challenge groups, let's talk about, why do you want to have a challenge group? Why is it important that you be consistent at that every month and to hold a regular challenge group or participate and help your customers to participate in a challenge group? And there's a lot of different reasons, but first and foremost, we have such great tools to match people with fitness and with nutrition. So giving them that support is the pillar that really will help them to ultimately have success. And I really truly believe that we need all of those. I know that there's so many times where I've had just fitness, been working on my fitness, or, knew I needed to start with my nutrition, but it's so easy to let ourselves get life in the way. And all of a sudden we're off track. And, without that support and without that accountability, we're missing that piece to really get the right results. So I think that's really at the core in what you have to offer as a coach, that people cannot get on their own, that you should feel very confident in approaching people to know that you're going to give them something that they just can't get on their own. And without working together, we won't get the ultimate support and success. It creates momentum and builds confidence. You're going to bring people in and you're going to see them get results. In your participation in challenge groups, you see results, and that really helps you to bring momentum to and confidence in sharing this and in helping other people to be successful and in teaching other people how to be successful. One thing I want you to know, whether you're a brand new coach or you've been doing this now for a few years, more than anyone or than somebody who's just getting started. So have confidence in that. No matter how much or how little you know more than someone else, and you can pass that on and share that. Challenge groups are the best way to equip people for better fitness success. As we mentioned, the pillars and the foundation of fitness and nutrition and support. This is the way that you are going to be able to help provide them support that they aren't going to get on their own. It's also a great way to look at helping you to recruit new coaches, because as you really see people who are getting fantastic results, people who are really engaged and love the products and, are really taking an active role in your challenge group, it's easy to see how coaching could fit for them and how that they can integrate this too. So it's a really great way to really look at people that would benefit from being on your team. It's a great way to build and show proof that the products work and to build testimonials, right? Like we will not be as successful of a coach if you're not helping people to get results. So why not put them into the environment and put them in a position where they will get the best results, and that then you can share those and they can share those results and have confidence in continue to create that ripple effect for people. It takes the new fear out. I think, as I was a new coach, I was, and thinking of running a 30-day group, it was very intimidating to me. I didn't know very much. I didn't feel like I had much to offer. So participating in a challenge group was a great way for me to be able to gain some of that confidence and to really slowly start sharing information and have that kind of safe environment. And then lastly, it's a very duplicatable system. So it helps you to have a foundation of how you can help people and something that's very systematic that you can teach your coaches to do the same thing in running challenge groups. So this has just been a game changer, I think, to have challenge groups and to be consistent at that really helps in your own personal fitness and in every way in helping other people too. By the way, as we go through this, if you have questions, if you'll please put them into the chat. And at the end, we'll cover those questions to make sure that we get all the answers for that. So I'm going to take you through these 5 steps and give you some tools. And again, use that document that's in our team page. I'm going to reference to some other documents that you can also utilize. And there's links and connections within that new document, so it's just going to be a golden tool for you. So step 1, connect, connect, connect. So we talk about inviting, but really want you to think about it as connecting with people, right? Really your job as a coach is to build relationships. How fun is that too, right? That, what you're doing is just furthering relationships, getting to know people better, and then when they have a need within health and fitness and something that you can offer to them, you do. So in connecting, a couple of scripts that I put into this document that I think work really well just as initial invites to your group. And I want you to create an action item today to have a list of 20 people that you can send one of these invitations to. So, hey, Jill, I'm starting a 30-day accountability group on this date, and have space for just a few people. It's going to be small as we work together for better accountability. So we focus on our nutrition and our fitness. I'm letting my friends and family members have first dibs before I invite through Facebook. The reason I thought of you was, and put a specific reason, why would you think of them for this group? Do you want me to send you more details? Or you can use this second script. Sometimes if I'm not really sure of what people's goals are or how this might fit for them, or feel like they might be intimidated by me personally inviting them, I'll use this second script, which is a little bit more open and gives them the opportunity to say that would be something that I'm interested in, versus them feeling like I'm targeting them or specifically that they need to be in a weight loss group or something like that too. So pretty much the same script, but I changed it a little bit. Hey, Jill, I'm starting a 30-day accountability group or fitness and clean eating group on this date. It's going to be a small group of us working together for better accountability as we focus on nutrition and fitness. I'm letting my friends and family know first. Do you know of anyone who would be interested in joining? So you kind of see that tweak from maybe creating a personal message having a specific reason why you thought of them, to just saying, hey, do you know anyone who would be interested in joining? And a lot of times that really opens the door for them to say, yeah, I would be interested in that, and be able to pursue that. So again, you can copy and paste this. It's very quick. If you have your list of 20 people, send this out. Don't have any hesitations. You've been here. You are a coach. You're working on yourself. You've gotten your own results. So feel confident that you have something to share and that you want to share that with other people, because we all know people that in our lives that we want to help to be healthier. So private messaging is one way. Another way to invite is to use your social media. So I'm going to show you a few ideas. And this, there is a document called Share Your Journey that's also in our team page. And then I also linked to it from this document. But it has, I think I put 9 or 10 different posts that you can do through social media just to share your experience with Beachbody or potentially invite people to your groups. So use some of those ideas and create your own posts and your own social media. So in doing social media, it really can be before and after pictures. It might be pictures of your food. You can go to Pinterest and use different like words and quotes that you find, different things like that. But I'm going to share a couple of examples that I think work really well. First of all, as you're getting your own results, sharing your before and after pictures or sharing your successes with the program. So this is one that my friend Angie did that I really liked. You know, it was very simple. She talked about what she's doing in the 21-day fix and her results, what you get from joining her in the group, and really just issued an invitation to people to be able to join her. So that's a really great way, is using your results or showing your progress in your journey as you're going through these programs, or if you're starting a new program. A lot of us are going to be starting 22-minute hardcore this next week with our Project Self group. So that's a great way to invite people to say, hey, I'm starting this new group here. You know, here's what this program does. Who would like to join me? And I want you to know too, like, these posts don't have to be long and filled with information. In the scripts and in the document that I gave you, it gives some really short 2 to 3 line posts sometimes, where sometimes that's good. So I think it's a good mix, you know, something like this where it's a little bit longer, but also taking advantage to use some of those short posts, because people are scrolling on their phones. They're not going to take a lot of time to really read a lot of information. So here's a couple of more. This one's a little bit shorter. The picture in this isn't great, but I love the content, so I wanted to share it with you. So just make sure you take a better picture than I did. But this was showing results as I'm doing a program. So I was doing Insanity Max 30 and, you know, just sharing my results. It's beyond thrilling to see yourself in those final seconds and giving everything. And, you know, just telling how these challenge groups had helped me in my experience. So this is something you can just share that way. You can issue a call to action at the end. I'm going to be doing my next round of Max 30 starting this date. You know, who'd love to join, or comment below if you'd like more information. You know, so kind of you can mix it up between just telling about your program and then probably two to 3 times a week issuing some type of call to action for them to join you. This was a post that was done to announce being a coach. So again, you can use a picture of yourself. You can use words and quotes. So, you know, make that your own. But here, you know, why she became a coach, telling that she's starting a challenge group, and inviting people to join her. And all these examples are in that document with links, so you guys can look at them and post those a little bit closer. So here's one talking about nutrition. So you can put fun graphics together like this. I think this one I used Pic Collage or maybe Photofy to do this. But, you know, even if I didn't put this collage together and just had a picture of my food, right? And, you know, just sometimes I can't believe how easy it is. I settled on having poor nutrition for too long. You know, I started using these containers and I lost weight. I know it works. Boom. You can just do something that simple. It really piques people's interest to know, okay, well, tell me more. What are these containers? You know, and they'll reach out to you or might comment back and they want to know more. So hopefully that gives you some good examples of different things you can do on social media. Again, sharing your journey, before and after pictures, workout pictures, sharing information about your nutrition, sharing highlights and successes that you're having in the program, or highlighting your challengers or other people that are having success in the program. All of those things work, and you can tie that back to an invitation for them to join you in your challenge group. Now, from your social media, anyone who comments on your post or likes on your post, you can then take and go back to that private messaging, right? And just say, hey, Jill, thanks so much for liking my post about the 21-day fix. I'm actually going to be starting a new group in a couple of weeks. Is that something that you would be interested to learn more about and get more details, right? So you can take what you're doing on social media and then turn it back into these private messages to help initiate and start some conversations from that. So use both. All right, so step 2. Once we've invited people and they said, yes, I would like to know more information, we're going to engage them with some questions. And why this is important is because questions will lead you to understand what people really need, and how you can really help them. If we really don't understand people's goals or why they want to accomplish the goals that they tell us, or what's worked, what hasn't worked for them, it's going to be really hard for us to direct that conversation and to create value around these programs and products. So I did post a training this past week in the group page from a previous training that we did, and it's called Leading with Nutrition. And it goes through a lot of this process around really helping people understand the value and need of good nutrition as they want to lose weight, but also around questioning and how to ask good questions as you're engaging people. I would say this is the most important piece of the invitation process, is really understanding what people's goals are and asking them more questions about what's working, what's not working, so that you really understand what programs are going to be best for them and where they really need your support. So this is an example of a script to send back to them. Hey, I'm really excited. Let me ask you, before we start talking about the programs, let me ask you a few questions about your current fitness goals. What are your goals? Where would you like to see improvements, in your exercise or eating healthier, portion control, cravings? Do you mind sharing more? I want to make sure I understand so I can help you in the best way possible. If you pose it like that, like not so you're interrogating them, but hey, I want to make sure I understand, because if I understand more of what you need, then I can help you best. So, and it's okay if this dialogue goes back and forth for a couple of conversations. They might send you back information, and you might have more questions because of that. So this is something that you can do via private messaging. It can also be something where maybe you say, hey, do you have 15 minutes? We can get on the phone, talk a little bit about your goals and what's working, what's not working, so I know how to help you best. So either way works. I love to get on the phone with people and do personal or, have personal conversations, because I feel like I can get a lot accomplished in a short period of time. But there's other people where it's easier for them to communicate online or by email. So going back and forth is sometimes the way to do that too. So just really talk to those people about how to communicate with them best, what's the best way to get them information, and really dig into some of these questions so that you can really understand their goals. And one thing too, when they're talking about their goals, make sure that you get to specific and measurable goals too, right? If somebody just says, hey, I want to lose 30 pounds. Well, don't just leave it at that, because what does that really mean? Like, help them to understand how losing 30 pounds isn't just about the number. It's about what it's going to add to their life, right? And that's really where you can help people, because if they don't understand how you and these programs and things are going to be able to help change their life, there's not going to be any investment there, right? So, because we've all said that, I want to be at this weight, or I want to be at this size, or I want to lose so many pounds. But what does it really mean? Why is it important? Is it that they're going to be able to walk up the stairs without being winded? Is it that they're going to feel more confident when they're in front of people and they don't have to keep adjusting their shirt down? Is it going to be that they have more energy to focus on being active with their kids? Like, what is it when in losing weight or getting healthier or getting stronger that it's going to really make an impact to their life? So spend time on these questions. All right, once you understand their why, you understand their questions and where they need support, then you go to step 3 to provide specific details and set expectations with them. So again, here we're still not talking specifically about here's the challenge pack and here's what it is, but we want to really, again, we're seeking to understand and to reposition ourselves to make sure that we're getting them the best possible. So here, in response to when they tell you more about their goals and tell you what they need, I provide some empathy for them and make sure that they understand that I know and understand where they're coming from. Hey, I know I can just, I'm excited to hear your goals. I can picture the way you'll feel when, you meet whatever goal that they told you. So you repeat that. I totally know what it's like to fight to keep weight off and not feel your best about yourself. For many years, I was carrying 30 extra pounds and dealing with low self-esteem. What I found was that in taking care of myself physically, it really helped my confidence and strengthen not just my body, but my mind. Based on the goals that you share, I think you'd be a good fit for my online challenge group. Can I share information on what the challenge group will entail, right? So you can position and put in pieces of your own story into that and make that your own. And this might be a little bit hard to read on your computer screen, but again, all this is information in the script. But now I'm going to tell them what the challenge group is, right? I want to explain to them what they get from the challenge group. And it starts with that fitness plus nutrition plus support equals success. So this group will be together for 4 weeks. We're going to focus on proper nutrition and drinking Shakeology, working out at least 5 days a week, and it'll fit according to your needs and what fits best. And then I tell them what they're going to get, workouts. You'll be able to replace one meal with Shakeology, and how that will help you. The best part of the program is that, the nutrition, and that you won't have to, you can focus on eating well for life and creating a lifestyle. And then you'll be in a private group with other individuals. So, in these couple of paragraphs, I'm totally spelling out exactly what it is that they're going to get and what the expectation is of them. So, they see what they get with their fitness. They see what they get with nutrition. They see what they get with my coaching and with that support. And then I ask them a question at the end. Are you ready to get started in our group? Right? So you want to leave that so that they have something to respond to. And I put here at the end to insert your transformation photo, or, maybe you insert one from one of your challengers or one from our challenge group. Show them the results. It means a lot for people to be able to see what can happen and what's possible. So, don't underestimate the power of that picture or the power of your transformation, or again, sharing with them how this has helped support you. It's another way to reinforce that. Okay, so once we told them about the group, what they're going to get, how that support works, step 4 is to follow up and give your best advice to them. So this is where you're going to be helping them to pick the right program for them. So I'm so glad you're interested. I'm going to get to the cost details in a little bit, but I want to make sure we have the right recommendations for you. So can you answer a few more questions? So talk to them about what kind of activity they like to do. What kind of exercise have they enjoyed doing in the past? What have they not enjoyed doing in the past? Do they have any limitations or things that you need to be aware of? Some people have issues with their back or with their knees, or maybe they can't do certain moves, or maybe they can't jump. So those are good things for us to know because we want to match them with the right program. So have them send back some questions to you so that you can make some recommendations. Now on this guide, my recommendation, and probably where we typically start with most people, is the 21-day fix, or maybe the 21-day fix extreme. It's a great simplified program. You get the portion control containers, so you can really lead a lot of people to success in starting with that program. But don't feel like you have to start people on that program. If you're really listening and hearing what their fitness goals are, you can match them to the programs that are right for them. So take some time and get into your back office, go to those product tool guides, and learn a little bit more about the programs. Use your Beachbody on Demand to try some of those programs, right? So 21-day fix is a really good place to start, and a lot of this is built to really start people with that. But if you think about it, all of these new programs since 21-day fix also come with the portion control container system, also can come with that meal plan that's very effective. So you can really cater to the type of fitness that they enjoy. And we want them to enjoy that, because if they enjoy the exercise that they're doing, they're going to stick with it, right? And they're going to want to do it even more. So use that and know, a lot of people that you help start will probably likely start with the 21-day fix, but don't limit them to just that. Really listen and hear what they're telling you and match. Learn about those programs so that you can make some recommendations and give them a few options to choose from. So, but once I send this information back, then I'll send them information about which programs to use. So on the guide, it actually will give them, it gives an example of, helping them select the 21-day fix or 21-day fix extreme. So it'll give you, you send them a video link, send them a link to the promo video so that they can learn more, and just send a few bulleted basics about what they get in the program. Hey, with the 21-day fix, you're going to get 7 workouts plus a free workout. You're going to get the portion control containers. You're going to get the nutrition plan. You're going to get a calendar of workouts that tells you exactly what to do every single day. You're going to get a Shakeology shaker cup. You're going to get entrance into our coaching group, so that you get support for the full 30 days. And you also get a 30-day money-back guarantee, right? So you kind of have just spelled out some bullet points of what they're going to get, and, and then make sure that it's the right program for them. And once it is, and then you're telling them about the pricing there. Hey, for the challenge pack, it's $160. Here's why it's a great value, because you're actually saving about $50 versus buying the components separately, plus you get discounted shipping. So it really creates a good value for you to move forward. Are you ready to continue with the enrollment process? And when they say they are, then you can send them the options to enroll, right? So this is, a script that will help them to make a choice if they want to sign up with the coach membership, or if they just want to sign up as a challenger with the regular free membership. So you can help them to talk through some options, but this kind of lays it out very easily to tell them the benefits of the coach membership and the discounts that they can get, how they can help share this and earn an income if they're interested to do that. Or they can just choose to buy the program and continue on with that way. So help them with the options, and then you can help them to sign up. In the guide that I created and is on our team page, it will give you links to help you to sign them up. So there's 3 different ways that you can really help your customers sign up. And we're not going to go into details on that because there's a detailed training link with a video that you can watch on that, as well as written instructions that you can find in our team page, or links in this document to that. But, what I always try to first do is help people through the mobile app. And if you're not familiar with the mobile app, go through that training so that you can see how it works. But the mobile app allows us the most control to help make sure that they get exactly what they want, because we're not sending them just to the website. We're helping them to just take that off their plate, and all they have to do is click on a link and everything is already there, because you can load in what program they want, what Shakeology they want. So that's always my first go-to, is to use the mobile app whenever possible. And the second way is to help them with the direct links. Again, it just simplifies the process where they don't have to navigate the website as much. They can just click on the direct link, click on the Shakeology they want, and place their order. So try to simplify that, and don't hesitate to help your customers through this process, because we want them to have a good experience. We want them to get exactly what they want. So a lot of times, if I'm able to, I'll even, if they can't use a direct link, or I haven't been able to use the mobile app with that particular customer, I'll ask them if there's a time that we can get together on the phone and just do this together so that I can lead them through that. Because I really want to create a good customer service for those people. I want to make this as simple as possible. So having good steps or a good process to do that really will help. And then lastly, once they've placed their order, make sure that they're sending you their confirmation number so that you know that they've placed their order. So it'll help you to know that they followed through. And then second, it'll help you because you'll be able to go in there, make sure they put everything in correctly and that their order is going to go through correct. So it's a good checks and balances. If somebody told you they were going to order a certain day and you didn't see it go through, or they didn't send you their confirmation number, it's an easy way to set up that follow-up to say, hey, I didn't see you. I just wanted to make sure the link worked okay, or that you got the information okay, so that you're able to help support them with that. And step number 5. So what happens if they say no? What happens at this point if they're maybe not ready or they have objections? I've placed some scripts in that document, so if they talk about price objection or they can't afford it, some responses that you can give them to that. But if they're just not ready yet, or, they say not now, or, maybe they are going to be on vacation and so it's just not a good time to start, help them to connect to something. We never need to leave people empty-handed. There's always something that we can do or point them back to. So here's some things that you can do to offer help and support until maybe they are ready to join your challenge group. So you probably have free groups or short groups on Facebook that you do, like a free clean eating group or something like that. Maybe you have an email list that you send out weekly tips, so you can offer to add them to your email list. Point them to your like page. If you have a like page, they can get tips and motivation from you there on your like page. Keep in touch with them and see what they need. Or if they, really feel like they already have everything that they need and that they're in pretty good condition and they're fit, maybe you approach them and ask them if they've ever considered being a coach, and tell them more about what that opportunity has to offer to them too. So there's always something that we can leave people with. So if they say no, you don't need to say, okay, well, see you later. I'm sorry, I can't help you. Just say, hey, that's okay. And, maybe this will be right for you at another time. But in the meantime, I'd love to help you through some of these other methods. And here's a script that you can send back to them if they say that they're not ready right now. Again, pointing them to something that you can offer them to help, and then establish the follow-up to follow back up about a challenge group. When you're ready to make the full commitment to the challenge group, I'll be here for you. Can I check back with you next month to see if you want to join my next round, right? Most people will say yes to that, and it'll allow you to the next month to just be able to follow up and say, hey, I know it wasn't good timing, or that this, you had these things going on, just wanted to check because I'm going to start my next challenge group and would love to help you get started, right? So that's it. So that takes you through the process. So at this point, you'll either have provided value to people, or you're going to be a rock star and have signed up several people for your next challenge group and help them to get established and started with their challenge packs too. Do we have any questions? Any questions from anyone? Thanks, Hillary. I hope that it really helps and kind of was outlined pretty clearly for everybody. So again, this is, something that we tend to get intimidated by, because we're fearful of how people will react to this, to our invitations, but don't let that stand in your way. I mean, you guys all have established and have your own successes with these programs, and honestly, people are going to be flattered and they're going to be very supportive of something that means a lot to you, and it's going to mean a lot to them that you would take the time to invite them to be a part of something like this. So, take that passion, take what you are learning from this, and just be willing to share it. A lot of times you'll be pleasantly surprised so much more often than not at the response that you get from helping people. So they want help. We all want somewhere where we can get help and we can get support to be involved with this. So I'm going to post this in our team page, so it'll be here for everybody to go back and review. Again, the document is posted this morning. It's updated, so it's in the file section. And I'm excited to help you guys grow through this and to make this next challenge group that we have coming up at the beginning of April a huge success. So what we're going to do at the beginning of April is start a Summer Strong group. So it's actually, for our team, going to be an 8-week group. So, again, you can choose to run your own challenge group, or if you'd like to participate in that, start inviting people to that, because we're going to start the first week in August to to get that rolling. So I don't have, it's the first Monday, Hillary, is what it'll be. So I don't know what that date is off the top of my head, but I'll be posting a new calendar of events coming up for April in our team page this weekend. So, okay, you guys have a great day too.